hungry this morning? Are you hungry this morning? You are? My poor starving boy. Oh dear. Good morning everybody, I hope you're all doing really well today. I get so many requests for cat videos, so I thought I would film an updated version of one today. I think I might do this one themed around being a cat owner. Right on cue. Excuse me. Yeah, I usually do it a day in the life of the cats and like what their days are like, but I think I might do it as a day in my life and how it is for me going through my days. So I am self-employed, I work from home 100% of the time, and apart from kind of going to the gym, going to the supermarket, I'm always here. The cats are the absolute centre of my life, and I just want to share what it's like to, yeah, go through my days with them. I asked you guys to ask questions over on Instagram too. This is going to be a full unedited version. This is what I deal with on a daily basis. I just get talked over all day by Rory. But I asked you guys to ask me questions about the cats, about owning a cat, so I might insert that little bit later on for any of you who want more advice. And if it is too many questions, I'll just do an entire full dedicated video. Oh, what a beautiful sound. So it's quite later on in the day, it's about 11 o'clock now. Do you want to just say hello? Do you want to say hello? Oh goodness, my little foghorn cat, hey? My little foghorn. So the cats have already had their breakfast and they've had a bit of a play, they've had their morning treat, they're on a bit of a diet. This is an update from the last video. So I'll share more about their food later on when I feed them again. But for now, I think we're gonna go head outside. It's a beautiful, sunny, mostly warm spring morning, and that's what this little man is pestering about. He really wants to go into the garden. He absolutely loves it out there. And we have to go out in the early morning or afternoon because the bees and wasps come out, and you know, both of them have been stung in the past. They just can't avoid it. They just absolutely love the sound of bees and it's just too attractive. So trying not to let them get stung this summer, but we'll see, you know, they never learn. So let's go outside, shall we? I'll show you guys how I get them in their harnesses. I will also leave the links for everything I use, including the harnesses, the bowls, like all of that stuff in the description box down below because I get asked that question a lot, including a link to the cat tree, which I don't know if it's still available, but you can get very similar ones. But enough blabbering from me, let's get to it, shall we? Let's go outside then. Do you want to go outside? Do you want to go outside, Echo? Do you want to go outside? You want to go outside? Are you ready? Hey? You put your head in. Ready? Push. That's a good job. There we go. He's all sorted. Ready? Wasps alone. treat. No, you're not to eat him. No. Look at them, up to no good, both trying to find something to eat that has us. You've got yourself in a right tangle there. Where are we going? You're all over the place today.
We will do it. We will do it. Sweet rain on.
It's so bright out here. So I usually come out and just swing on my little outdoor swing, let the cats run around and just have a good time. And we just all enjoy getting some fresh air, I think. It's a really nice way to start the day. This is Rory's favourite place to come, isn't it? And it goes all the way in here and all the way back out. We always come in here as well. Double trouble. So we used to attach them to the line, but they started weaving in and out of everything, so we just leave them now and stay really close to them. We trust them. They've never done anything stupid, and it means that if they do something silly, we know where they've gone because there's this giant lead to find them on, and this works well for us. What was that?
It's like leaving a trail of breadcrumbs.
It's so funny as well because they chase each other's leads. Endless entertainment. And Echo likes to sample grass from all over the garden. And Rory doesn't ever eat grass. It's funny how different they are. You're enjoying life there.
Sweet rain and honest truth is what I get from you. No matter how hard I get the blue.
They absolutely love this bamboo grass. Well, Echo does. He just spends his entire time outside munching different bits of grass. And he just goes and smells every single nook and cranny he can ever find. Come on then. Should we go inside?
Hey Rory.
Come on.
Rory.
Let's go.
Rory. Hey Rory.
That's a good boy. That's one.
And then you listen. Oh.
He's disobedient, so we get him to chase his own lead. Come on. Come on. Come on then. Come on. In you go.
Excuse me.
I don't think that's right. Hey, cheekies. No. That's it. Freedom. Freedom. There we go. Can you do it properly, please? You ready? Come up. That's it. Up. Let go. There we go. We're getting there. The cats are both meowing, which usually means they're hungry. So I said I was going to speak through what I've been feeding them. We have tried all kinds of different foods since we've had them both. Rory's about to be 1. Echo is over 1.5 years now, I can't remember exactly. And they are so fussy, they're constantly changing what they like and what they don't. I've taken all pressure off myself to be like a perfect cat mum and feed them only raw food. I never thought I would be feeding them like supermarket food, mostly because I just know it's full of crap. But if it's all they're gonna eat, that's better than them eating nothing. So that's where we're at right now. I have a giant bag of Royal Canin Ragdoll cat food, which is fine. They enjoy it, they really do like it, and that's all that matters to me, is their enjoyment. I also feed them, at the moment we're on Sheba. This is what they like. What? They only like the chicken flavours and they only like jelly, so that's where we're at. The vet told me to put them on a diet when I took Rory the other week to see if he was okay because of all the meowing he does. Turns out he's just a drama queen and an attention seeker, which we all already knew, right? We were trying to do the exams on him and she said, oh, you are a drama queen. And I thought, well, at least it's not just me. So I've portioned out their food now, so they get a set amount of dry food biscuits a day and a set amount of wet food a day. He's just come up and now he's licking what was left of the food, but I know he wants more. So what I do, because one of the things the vet said Rory might be kicking off about is having bellyache because he's eaten too much. He's an absolute gannet. Can you see his little ears? So whatever you put down, he will eat, and he will eat until he's so full that he buries it, and he does that every time. So now we are kind of limiting him, and we just do literally like half a packet and put it into 2 bowls, and then I supervise them while they eat because, like I say, Rory's quite bossy. Such a lovely cat, don't get me wrong. I feel like I'm always like bashing him, but he's very strong-willed, he's very determined, and he needs discipline and he needs supervision so that he's not naughty. So I'll watch over them because Echo's quite a pushover. So as soon as Rory's finished his food, which I mean he's like eaten all the jelly off and pushed it all around the plate, at that point he's had enough and he doesn't want to have to scramble around getting all the bits he's pushed all over. He'll go and eat Echo's food and Echo will just be like, oh, okay then. And he usually looks at me like, Mom. So I just kind of watch him and I say, Rory, go back, and he usually does. So yeah, that's where we're at with the food. We're trying to make him less greedy. He's much better than when we first got him. He used to be so bad. You know, just so snappy, not snappy, like snatchy, like treats, he'd just be like, it's mine. And he would always push Echo out of the way, whereas now he knows that he's not going to starve, that I treat them both fairly, and I don't give one without giving the other, and there's less panic in his life now, which is a good thing. Like even this, before he would have been biting my ankles and really trying to go for it, but he's not like that anymore, which is a relief. So it just goes to show you can train your cats out of naughty behaviours that they've got. I don't like it when he's up on the counter with me and he starts eating it before I say so, so I usually put him down on the counter and say, no, that's greedy. Huh? Oh geez, it's like a zoo. So this is their second meal of the day and they've got access to the biscuits, the morning biscuits, all day, and then I refill it on a night, and that tends to work. They tend to eat them in the morning. Come on then. Come on then, tribe. Come on then. I know. Come on. There we go. I've left this overnight so I can show you how messy Rory is when he eats. This is the reality. Every day I have to clean this mat. I don't know how he makes such a mess. So I separate them when they're eating. Echo is really tidy. I found that he eats from one end of the bowl and pushes it all to the other, whereas this guy, he's just all over the place, so it spills over all the sides. But I separate them now and just watch over them while they eat so that I can make sure they're both eating enough. And that works really well for us. Wait, can you go in? Example A. As soon as he's gone, he eats it. Oh dear. I thought I would show you the actual cat food that we feed them. So this is the Ragdoll Adult Royal Canin cat food. Oop. Well, we're very involved today, aren't we? And I just put it into this container to make it a bit more manageable, and I figured out that by weighing it, one of these scoops is enough per one cat, so I do 2 scoops of this into 2 bowls or 1 bowl depending, and that's morning and then the same again overnight. Any space is fair game for Rory. Are you having fun in there, my love? Is that your new spot? Hey? I also get a lot of questions about cat litter. This is the one that we use. I think it's really, really good. It is expensive. We've used wood pellets in the past, but they just don't get rid of the smell as much as this stuff does. And I think personally the cats prefer it. And yeah, it's their toilet at the end of the day. So if they prefer it, this is what I'm gonna get. But I do think that it smells much less than the other one as well. So I'm just doing a bit of work and Rory is never very far away. Here he is. Hello, are you okay, precious? We've got these radiator beds and we put them on the chairs around our dining table, which is a bit scruffy, I know, but it works really well for us, and it means the cats can just go and they can be close to us whilst we're working. It's his absolute favourite spot. So if you've got attached cats is a really good way of keeping them close and them feeling comforted and also just comfy. You know, they are really comfy. I think the cat bed and the cat tree, as well as the bed upstairs, are Rory's favourite spots, and Echo's are definitely the sofa. He also really likes the cat bed that Rory's in, and he likes the bed as well. That's usually where we're going to find them. Sometimes they sleep on the landing, but not as much anymore. I feel like they go through different phases, but these were such a good investment. They're about £10 and they've lasted so well. I've just put a little blanket in just for a bit of extra comfort. We only have the best luxury experience here. You being a drama queen? Hey, you need some attention. I guess that's it for work for now then, hey? This little one's settled down now. You're having a nap? King of the castle? Hey? Good boy. Snaggletooth. He's so soft, I wish you could feel his fur. You're like cotton wool. Oh, sorry, I messed up the hairdo.
Keep me steady, get loose. When we in deciding games, and we don't pull 'em both ways. We can do it. I know we'll find the missing frame. Sideways, up or down, it's all the same. We will do it. We will do it. Don't leave already. Oh no. I'm not that steady.
Peace at last. I might try and film a Q&A now while they're asleep and quiet. We'll see if Rory stays quiet. Oh, I'm sorry. Look at his little feet. So cute. So I just sat down and I started filming the Q&A segment for this video, and it got way out of control. Like, it's 20 minutes long and I'm not putting it in this video, so sorry about that, but stay tuned, you know, subscribe, and I will let you guys know when that video goes live, maybe in a week or two. It was a lot, so I don't want to put that in this video and make it even longer than it needs to be. I thought I would just quickly answer some, you know, questions that were really good that I thought would help any of you who are looking to get a cat. You know, so this video is about, you know, starting to think about owning a cat and what that entails, the responsibility that goes with it. And if you want to hear more about all of this, then make sure you watch that video in the future if it's already there. I will leave a link up above and down below as well for you guys to go watch. So, first question I will answer is, do you brush them regularly? How often? And can you show us? I will show you guys later on how I brush them. I do it usually on an evening because that's when they're most receptive to being brushed. Echo usually begs for it. I brush them once, sometimes twice a day, sometimes not at all. I'm not perfect, so, you know, it's just life. We just have to roll with it. Rory does struggle with hairballs, mostly because he loves to groom himself and he loves to groom Echo, and so he's the one that usually struggles. So I try to keep on top of it as much as I can. There was another question in here that is like talking about how I deal with cat hair. You just accept that it's part of your life now. When we first brought both boys home, they hardly shed, and I thought, brilliant, this is amazing. It's a completely different story now. It's a full-time job keeping on top of the cat hair, and I'm not going to try and like put rose-tinted glasses on and tell you guys different. It's a lot. So I hoover this rug, and upstairs like pretty much every day, every other day, I've got like little tools to get fur off the furniture, a special hoover thing to be able to hoover the chairs and the pillows. We've got like lint rollers and stuff, because if you wear black or dark clothes in this house, you aren't leaving this house without a pile of cat hair on you. It's just part and parcel. We tell all of our family and friends, just don't wear black when you come to our house. They walk through the door and we're like, you've made an error. It's just life, you know, no matter how much you brush a cat, there are so many hairs on that little body of theirs, and they're gonna come off whenever they want to. I also got quite a lot of questions about baths, so I thought I would address it in this video. I do not bathe the cats, that's my own personal choice. I know some people do. Both of them hate water, like 100% hate it. They hate getting their paws wet. They just dislike it immensely. If I try and bath Rory, he literally screams as if I'm killing him. So it's a whole thing. The only time I've ever like bathed them, which is usually just their lower half, is if they've had diarrhea. Yeah, basically that's the only reason, you know, if they've been unwell or if they've been transitioning onto a new food and I haven't done it slow enough. They're the main reasons that that can happen. And so I usually do it in the kitchen sink. I put a tea towel in the bottom of the sink, fill it with warm water. Cats have a higher body temperature than we do, so what feels warm to us does not feel warm to a cat. I found that warmer water, they react less. They hate cold water, like don't do cold water. And then yeah, just usually splash it and try and, you know, you just have to do what you have to do, right? Usually they've got their claws like dug in my shoulder, and it's quite a traumatic experience for everyone involved, so we avoid it as much as we can. We had a week of illness a while ago where they were both really unwell, like being sick and having diarrhea, and that was a traumatic week. And so by the end of it, I'd got Echo really used to being in the bath, and I let him put his paws up on the side of the bath, and then I held his tail up and just used the shower head. That worked really well. That would not work for Rory. So you just have to know your cat. It is a stressful experience for them, and if they're not liking it, don't put them through it for no reason. They are really clean creatures and they do not need baths to be clean by our standards. I also can use the hairdryer on, in fact, both of them. They're both pretty good with it. I usually do that just to try and dry them off, because I can't think of anything worse than them being soaking wet and over grooming and getting hairballs as well. So just some things to keep in mind. I think if you keep on top of brushing and they keep on top of grooming themselves, then, you know, there's no need. But there are certain medical conditions and things that would mean that you need to bathe them. But if you are getting one and you're thinking about doing it, just don't worry if it's not a thing that your cat likes. The other question I got was about disciplining and stopping bad behaviour. Because I've just filmed this video, I know exactly what I said in that video, but I basically said, yeah, let me know when you find out, because I am struggling. Rory is a bit naughty, not like he's just a tinker. Like he really loves to be the centre of attention, and when he's not, he doesn't like it. He's such a soft, gentle, sweet-natured cat, but he's also got such naughty behaviours. When he really wants attention, he scratches the rug, and that really annoys me. He also meows, as you've seen. He scratches the under the stairs, and he goes onto the ledge on the stairs and goes right to the bottom of it. And as you guys know, Echo fell off that when he was young and he hurt himself, so I always worry about that. So they're all behaviours we're trying to stop. Echo, when he was a kitten, used to eat our tree, our plant. It looks very, very sad for itself now because of that. To stop that behaviour, I used to gently blow in his face and say no, and that stopped him dead in his tracks. He also used to jump at my legs and like try and climb up my legs on a night, and that was not okay. He grew out of that when we brought Rory home, so I think that was like him wanting to play with me but me not having fur and him hurting me. Rory right now is a bit of a toe nibbler. He doesn't bite, but he like puts his teeth on you and then keeps these sharp teeth on you and like moves around. He's never broken skin or anything, but that's his naughty behaviour he's got going on for himself. So with that right now, I just say no, and I point in his face and I say naughty, no. He doesn't like that. If I blow in his face, he's like, bring it on, and he gets worse. So different cats act different, they respond different. Usually for that, I just give him some attention. You know, I change what I'm doing and try and reinforce him in a positive way. We are getting there, it's a slow process, but so is everything in life. But just do your research for yourself, and you try different things with your cats and see what they respond to and see what they don't. Sometimes cats can see like if they're doing a behaviour that's more of like an attack behaviour and you negatively reinforce them, for example, like blowing in their face, pushing them away, they take it as a sign to be worse or like to come on at you like stronger, and that's not a good thing. So you have to kind of just deviate their attention. I find that's the best way. Kind of how you would parent, I guess, you know, deviate them, do something else, distract them, and it kind of breaks that cycle that they're in. So I'll answer one more question before this video gets too long. Would you ever get any more cats? So right now we are happy with just the 2 boys. They are happy just living their little lives. I feel like it's a great balance. Our house is too small for any more cats. We can't fit any more litter trays in. I think it's something like you should have 2 litter trays for 1 cat, and then every other cat after that you include another litter tray. So we're 1 litter tray short right now, but the cats go in the litter tray at the exact same time. So I don't think there's any issues with us not having enough, because they really don't care, whereas some cats really do care and they are territorial. But personally it's not something we've had a problem with. But yeah, no, right now in this house we're happy with just the 2 boys, and I think bringing on another cat would just be too much. We wouldn't have any seats left to sit in, like the sofa would be full. So yeah, just happy. Maybe one day I would love to get a Maine Coon or another Ragdoll. So never say never, but at this point in time we are happy. So I hope that answers some of your questions. If you've got any questions you want to ask me, I can include them in another cat video in the future, so just leave those down below. I'm gonna go have a cuppa now and let my boys sleep in peace after nothing but talk for the last half an hour.
We can do it, we can do it. I know we'll find the missing frame. Sideways, up or down, it's all the same. We will do it, we will do it. Don't leave already. Oh no, no, I'm not that steady. Don't go too far now. We can do it, we can do it. When we end the siding games and we don't pull them both ways. We can do it, we can do it. I know we'll find the missing frame. Sideways, up or down, it's all the same. We will do it, we will do it.
What's the matter? Rory? No. Rory? Come and tell me what's the matter. What's up? What's up, Grumpy Pants? Oh dear. Oh dear me. He looks ominous sat there. What's the problem? Oh gosh. You woke up grumpy? Come here then. Oh, walk and stretch, walk and stretch. Hello. You woke up on the wrong side of bed. Hey, what's the problem? Oh, thank you. Thank you. What can I do for you? Hey? Oh no! Oh no! Oh goodness! Honey bun. Honey bun. It's not all bad. It could be worse. It could be worse. Come here. I've got changed because I'm going to an osteo appointment, which is a bit like physical therapy. So I'm leaving this little monster and the other one with Dom. He's in that mood now, that time of day where he gets really wound up about nothing in particular, and he makes the most so dramatic. He makes the most bizarre meows I have ever heard a cat make. God, it's been a long day, all right. Look at him. He's got all the sass. So I will see you guys when I get back later on. If the cats get up too much while I'm out, I'll get Dom to film, but I know this video is already getting really long and I want to show you their evening routine. So just so you know, this is what our afternoons sound like when Rory wakes up. Echo is just sat being a loaf. It's much later in the evening now and I thought I would share with you guys our grooming routine. Don't know if they're gonna actually let me. I usually groom them in bed because I find it much easier than when they're like moving around. So I thought I would show you the brushes that I use. I'll take all the cat hair out first, one sec. So the one I actually 100% swear by and use every single day is this little guy. I actually originally got this from Pets at Home and it says on it, the groom room. It's really good. It's got little plastic bobbles on the ends of the brush. I think the boy's skin might be quite sensitive because I've got other slicker brushes, I'll show you. And it hasn't got the knobbly bits on. They hate it. They actually hate it. And I think they can get what's it called, slicker burn from these brushes, so very rarely use this one, and I do much prefer this one for them. Yeah, you can do this with this whatever you want to and there's no problems ever, so love this brush. It gets out plenty of hair, it does the job. For Echo, and not really Rory yet, he's not really big enough, I use a dog grooming comb to comb through. You have to be careful with this one because the angle is everything. If the angle is too steep, it really pulls the fur out. So it's just about really shallow strokes and it does such a good job. I'll show you both of these. This one's better for getting off the flyaways, you know, after you've brushed. Highly recommend. Then just one more brush I'll show you is one from my mum's old dog Murphy, Furminator. A lot of you all know these. They're not really recommended because they do cut the fur, so it can kind of alter the shape of your cat's coat. So I basically never use this. The only place I will ever use this is around their back legs. They get so fluffy down there, and if there is ever any mats or anything like that, which I don't think we've ever, I think we've had one on Echo when we first had him as a kitten. Other than that, there's been no problems. But if you did have a mat, this is a really good way to get rid of it because it kind of cuts the hair as you stroke it as it gets caught. So yeah, just in case, but I wouldn't recommend to use that one instead because it's not really getting lots of hair out. It's just kind of cutting hair as it drags through. And again, it's quite sharp on the ends. So I wouldn't really want to be using this on myself. So the ones I recommend are definitely these two. So I'll show you guys how I use them now. And I will leave them linked down below for anyone who is in the market for a new brush or comb. There we go. Good job. Got to use your head muscles. You have got to use your head muscles. There we go. Rory's not really a massive fan of being brushed. He does like it when he's in a sleepy mood, but on the whole, it's not really his vibe, so I kind of have to manhandle him a little bit just to make sure we get enough off him. So it's just a lot of hand placement, so just under his neck but without strangling him there. Come on, it's okay. That's it. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Yeah. Well done. Is that enough? Good boy. You want this side doing now, do you? Hey? Is it okay? Oh, there you go. That's the ticket. The main places I focus on are here because he licks constantly, and this little bit, and then just his back legs as well. The rest of it is just kind of keeping on top of the fur, and the tail as well. They keep so much fur in these tails, so I just do this whenever I can really. But if he'll let me, then I can do this. There we go. Good boy. How is that? You're getting so good at being brushed, hey? Oh, there we go. Go on then. Off you go, drama queen. You just purring. You're just happy to be held, aren't you? Hey? Where did I put the brush? Oh, I'm sat on it. Right, are we ready then? So Echo is like a big baby and also a bar of soap. He's so easy to move around and he really does not care less, so I can brush him however I like, basically. Focusing kind of on the same places, hoping that he doesn't break his own neck with how floppy he is. There we go. I love sit under there, don't you? Yes. Oh. Oh. There we go. And then I just lift his legs really gently and just do under here. It's quite sensitive, so I'm just really careful with him. As you can imagine, this one's quite a challenge with Rory. Okay, that's that one. Come on, it's okay. Hey, my little wiggle bum. My little wiggle worm. Where you going? You had enough. Okay. So with Echo, I usually brush over him with this brush, and then stay there. We go through with the comb, so just doing it at a slight angle, and it just picks up any extra bits of fluff. He's off. They're not in the mood to be brushed. I don't know if you can see. So it just gets off the really fine hair. As you saw, that was just literally a few swipes, and it does a really good job of getting rid of all those little bits. That's from the brushes before, so that's just a really good example of how much fur we can get off the cats in one day. So imagine not doing it for a few days, how much fur would accumulate in your house. So at this time of night, it's usually play o'clock and we play until I go to bed. I'm just going to show you guys their favourite toys and games before I sign off, because this video is very long. This is one of their favourite toys. It's actually destroyed. Oh my gosh. I thought you were all going to fall on my head then. Fluff in my eyes. That's another thing. If you get a ragdoll, be prepared for the amount of fur you will get in your eyeballs every single day, especially if you wear mascara. So we've actually tied this back on again. It's, I think this was from Zooplus. It's really, really fun. Their favourite toys are, see it's breaking as we speak. Their favourite toys are the most simple toys. So at the moment, this is their favourite toy. They also love balls, ones that bounce. There is a very specific ball that we've lost right now, which is red, and it bounces really well, and Rory absolutely loves that one. And this is Echo's new favourite too, which is one of the springs, which has a little coating to stop them getting hurt, but I think it's just got destroyed over time and now half of it's fallen off. But Echo absolutely loves it, don't you? Good boy.
Follow me out down to the bay. Forget all the worries when you're with me. Let every wave gently kiss away some of the hardness
At the end of the night, just before we go to bed, we usually do treats and tricks. It's not quite bedtime yet, but we're on a bit of a weird schedule today, so... You sit. That's it. You come in here. Rory, come here. Okay, both sit. Good boys. Okay, are we ready? Can I have a paw? Thank you. There you go. Wait. Can I have a high five? Thank you. There you go. Good boy. I'm trying to train Rory how to do a high five like I have Echo, but it's really difficult with two of them to do clicker training. So if anyone's got any advice about that, then please let me know. They are on rations now though. They get 2 or 3 of these a day and that is it, much to their objection. No more. No, that's it. We're all done. Thank you for your paw, but we're all done. I think that's going to be it from us all today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. The boys were on top form. I was going to film their evening routine, but this video is really long, so I think I will make another video in the future. That is vlog style in the perspective of the cats, and it's been so fun to share our day with you today. I really hope it's helped you to see what it is actually like to own cats. They will be full on now until about 9-10 o'clock, then they will go to sleep through. Rory usually wakes me up at 5 or 6 in the morning. He's so cute in the morning. He usually starts by biting my toes that are sticking out of the covers, which they always are, and then he rolls around on top of the covers for ages until we let him under the cover. Then he gets under the cover with his motor purr, which I haven't actually documented in this video, but it's so cute. The loudest thing you'll hear in the morning, and he usually lays under there, alternating between going to sleep and biting my knees until I finally kick him out, and then he goes back to sleep until we wake up at either 8 or 9 o'clock. So that's usually our morning routine and what's going to happen for the rest of the day as well. So thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see more from my boys or more from me, I'll leave some playlists down below for you all, but thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a really wonderful rest of your day, and I'll speak to you all again in my next video.
Wilderness, we keep you